You should heal on all the levels, especially when you're feeling stuck at a current reality or you're facing the same trauma. It doesn't go away over and over again. It seems like you have worked through some important parts and you've gained self-awareness and you have tried some techniques, but it still doesn't go away. What's really important is to remember that there are so many layers to us. That's why we also need to heal on different levels. So usually healing starts with the mental clarity or anything that it has to do with your mentality, the way you think, your mental and just like belief system that you have developed. So everything is going like a mentality shift, right? It's going through the mentality shift. And after or during that mentality shift, when you're working on your limiting beliefs, you're also healing emotionally, right? Especially if you are into meditation or any emotional release type of healing, right? But if you've done these two things and you're still feeling stuck, you're still feeling like you cannot pass onto a different level, you cannot feel yourself better, then it's time for you to heal spiritually. So that would include working on your chakras. For example, if there is any stagnant energy within one of your energetic centers that, like for example in the past when you used to have a certain limiting belief about your life, still there are some residual energies that should be cleansed. So maybe you need to cleanse your chakras, maybe you need to balance them, maybe you need to work through the generational curses or past life traumas, the traumas that are coming from your past lives and you don't even remember that, or the things that are running in your family and passed down to you through the DNA, which has been proven by the neuroscience that it is possible indeed. So that's when spirituality really kicks in and it's so helpful. So this is another layer, another level to healing. And if these things are still not working, like you have done all of these things, but still you're kind of stuck, then I believe it's time for you to heal yourself physically, on a physical level. That would be, for example, if you have a complex PTSD, that would be rewiring your nervous system. And what it would be like. So basically, if you have CPTSD, that would mean that you have spent whole your entire life in a survival mode, right? So that would be fight or flight or freeze. And rewiring your nervous system, letting it know that now you can rest, now it's calm, now it's peaceful, is essential for your well-being just generally. Because maybe you're still stuck in a freeze mode, although you know that you need to do some things in order to have like a better life, better habits. You've done the mental work, but you still kind of feel stuck or you cannot find motivation to do those things. That's when basically your body's telling you that I'm still in a freeze mode. And so it's the perfect timing for you to start rewiring your nervous system. That's when somatic exercises are very helpful for this exact reason. And also physical healing would include better practices and more frequent practices when it comes to self-care, right? That would be changing your diet, you're choosing other habits, healthier habits when it comes to what you eat, what you drink, right? Whether you exercise or not. And then when you still feel kind of stuck, it seems like you've done all of these things, but still you're a bit struggling and your reality is still the same, you're still encountering the same challenges over and over again because I don't know why. That's when situational and or relational healing kicks in. You see, when we are traumatized, that's usually a relational trauma. And when we're doing healing, most of the time we are alone. We're on on our own, right? That's a self-healing. And the deeper layers are actually about when and how we relate to people, right? And that's exactly when it's important to have those relational or situational experiences. I mean, you're still going to have them, whether you want them or not. You're literally manifesting them based on your vibrational frequency, whether you're a match to certain experiences. And some experiences may be quite pleasant or unpleasant, but they are still there for a reason, right? They are your vibrational match for a specific reason, for your healing. So situational or relational healing would look completely different based on where you are on your healing journey. For example, it may be an unpleasant experience, you having an argument with someone, or you having toxic relationship with someone. That would be like a push for you to heal certain parts of yourself that have been suppressed in a way. For example, it's very difficult to start believing that you're a good person when you've been told that you're not a good person. And then, theoretically speaking, you meet not so good people and you realize that you cannot be treated that way, that you don't deserve it. So that's when you also realize that how you had been treated in the past was actually wrong. That's how relational and situational healing works. So it can be an unpleasant one or a pleasant one. When you experience an opposite of what you had experienced before. The trick is, sometimes it's not the complete opposite of what you had experienced before. Sometimes it's slightly different. And then you go to another level. You meet people who are even more opposite, or situations that are more opposite to the things that you've experienced before. Because, as I said before, you are attracting what you're like a match to, like vibrational match to. So when you usually meet or you are in a situation that is a little bit opposite to what you had in the past, you're like, I see it. I make my own things. I change some points of view, and then you're ready for the next level. So remember that healing should happen on all the levels. And if you're feeling stuck, it means that there are certain parts of you that need to heal differently. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you. And don't forget to click the like if you enjoyed this video, and see you in my next videos. Bye.